So, hello and welcome. I'm so lucky today to have Zach Deane here to help share his Why Healy story. Today, we're here again to talk about our amazing, small but very potent Healy frequency device, which we're all loving. And Zach has very kindly agreed to come on and share his Why Healy story. Can't get this back on my top. So welcome, Deane, and thank you so much for joining me today and being kind enough to share your story. So my question is, why Healy and why do you love your Healy so much?
Well, thanks for having me, by the way, and hey, everybody. I've had a Healy now for 14 months. I was introduced to this through a friend that I've known for 13 or 14 years, since I was about 17 years old. So I'm 31 now. And anything that he tells me about health and nutrition is amazing. And he had an experience with the Healy where literally it scanned his body, it came up relaxation. Out of all the 120 programs, it came up relaxation. He ran that program, and guess what? He felt relaxed. He woke up the next day with woke up, had an amazing night's sleep, and he said, Zach, calls me up and he says, Zach, this thing's amazing. I don't know what it is. Apparently from Germany, some frequency device. Check it out. And I was like, oh gosh, here we go. But I had a few questions, mainly around how did this impact our mitochondria, which are the energy packs, energy cells, battery packs of every cell. There's hundreds or thousands of mitochondria in every cell. And so I learned previously to that, because I was actually been in the health and wellness industry for over 6 years, health coaching people. My mother is a naturopath. My first stepdad was a yoga teacher. My second stepdad was a psychotherapist. And my real dad is an entrepreneur and actor. So I kind of got into film and television outside of school, but I had a lot of health challenges growing up: acne, allergies. I was a chubby kid. I was picked on. I was teased. I was bullied. Super low self-esteem. And then I got, within my family, there's depression, anxiety, suicide, drug addiction, all that type of thing. And I was fascinated to know, like, why did this happen to my family? What was going on with my body? Like, so many unanswered questions. And at 17 years old, I had my first mentor. And that mentor at 17 was the one that introduced me to Healy,
Okay.
13 years later. And so he taught me little tips on nutrition mindset. And then I, did all the Tony Robbins events, and studied NLP and coaching and nutrition, and read books, and just transformed my life. And I got so passionate about health and nutrition, I used to burn documentaries and hand them out at my high school to educate people. I was like, guys, you got to learn about zeitgeist, which is like the monetary system and how corrupted it is. This is a long time ago. You guys got to 2008. You guys got to learn about the that documentary called Earthlings, on how they kill all the animals and how barbaric it is and how tragic it is. And I was like, guys, we got to wake up. Our food system's toxic. And so that curiosity never stopped. I started working with Vitamix, the blenders that they from America, and traveled the country here in Australia making healthy nutrition for smoothies and things like that. And then I got into acting and studied nutrition, and I started doing YouTube and making recipes online and doing videos online, and sharing my journey on YouTube, Raw Cave or Zach Deane on YouTube. And I got to a point where I was health coaching people for 6 or 7 years, and I was like, food, yes, okay, this is how you be healthy, this is how you eat healthy, this is how you move your body. These are some healthy routines around health and nutrition and lifestyle. But there was a missing link. You could eat healthy and you could exercise and you could have these other healthy so-called habits, but people were still sick, people were still tired, people weren't sleeping well, people were still having anxiety, depression, they were putting on weight. And I was like, there's another level, there's something missing here, rather than food and exercise. And so a year and a half ago, about 6 months before Healy, I started reading books called Body Electric, or Light That Heals, or learning about the quantum space and how light, our sun, impacts our health, and how light impacts our weight loss, and how light impacts our energy, and how light impacts our sleep, and all this type of stuff. And then I was like, okay, cool. There's frequencies that are invisible right now impacting our health. What else is there? Okay, yes, there's cold exposure, there's breath work and meditation and yoga, all these types of things. But then I learned about frequency therapy. And I'd always known about a TENS machine, because the trade shows you go to and you put the TENS machines on and help you back. And I was like, okay, cool. And this is like a TENS machine on steroids. And so I was like, okay, this is fascinating. This is helping boost the ATP production from our mitochondria. This is helping reduce pain, help anxiety. This is pretty much helping people's skin conditions. People recover quicker from the gym. People were, finding that their energy was back. Their sleep was improving after just a couple of sessions. And I was like, there's no supplement or food or any healthy habit or coach or mentor that you can pay that will give you the results that the Healy was giving people that I was seeing. And I was like, this is really, really special. This is unlike anything in the world. I've never seen this. I'm usually learning about, I have a red light panel. I have these glasses on to block out the blue light. Like, I'm pretty aware with my health and nutrition, but I didn't know about frequency therapy. And I was like, what is this? So I got so fascinated. I dived into all the stuff on YouTube, everything, online to learn about frequency therapy, and how Healy has been around for 14 years in Germany from Time Waiver. They've already got 2,500 practitioners in 40 countries. They've helped 500,000 people, but they wanted to help more people. They wanted this to go global because their massive 25,000 euro box machine, Time Waiver, that has the Rife programs, the Healy programs, and FSM, which is 2 frequencies at once. The Healy doesn't have that yet. And so those machines aren't portable. You can't carry that in your backpack. You have to pay a lot of money to go see a paid practitioner. This Healy allowed you to connect with your smartphone, and anywhere you want, more energy, better sleep. Use the programs, use your smartphone, connects it to wrist straps, sticky pads, ear clips, and it was getting results. From my friend Rob, his back pain went from a 9 out of 10 pain to a 2 out of 10 in 10 minutes. My friend's eyesight improved in 45 minutes. She said she could see clearer. It was less foggy. People sleeping, falling asleep in the same spot, waking up in the morning with all the cords in the same spot, not even falling off them. And so these results have been the reason why I share this with everyone. You can treat animals. You can treat, whether someone's a professional business person who's not really into eating healthy, but they want to focus at work and reduce burnout. There's frequencies for that. Whether someone wants to improve their skin or their wrinkles or their nails or their hair, there's programs and frequencies for that.
Women
Whether
love
someone,
we women love the skin elasticity one.
apparently the skin feels like velvet after. So it's amazing. And just so you guys know, it's a class 2 medical device in the US as a pain management machine. In Europe, it's a medical device as well. In Australia, it's a holistic wellness device. We can't call it a medical device, but it's the same tech, and it's not designed to cure, prevent, reverse any disease or illness. It's just helping the body get back into energetic balance and equilibrium. When you're in balance, the body heals itself, right? So the Healy for me is the analogy of that. When we go bowling, remember the first time we went bowling, you put the roller guards up on the lane and then you bowl the ball, and usually it would go into the gutter, but because the blockers are there, it's zigging and zagging. It will eventually get to the end and hit the pins. The Healy is similar, because in life we have stress and we have worry, we have toxins, we have stresses, we have trauma, we have injury to the body, and so we need that extra support in life. So the Healy is like the roller guards to life, stopping us zigging and zagging as much and staying more in momentum and coherence. And that's the brand new program that's released on everyone's Healy. If you don't have it yet, it's in your back office under My Healy. You got to go register it. But that's all about helping the body get back into that natural frequency of nature, because we all know that that's what heals our body. So this isn't woo-woo. There's so much science behind it. It literally talks about certain frequencies boosting ATP production by 500%, which means there's more energy going to your body. So the Healy is kind of like the phone charger, right? The phone charger to your cells, or the battery laptop charger to your cells. And it's fascinating. I love it.
It's amazing. Thank you so much for sharing that. But have you got any personal stories how the Healy's actually helped your health and well-being?
Yeah, I had a TMJ tension for about 10 years. And so I put the sticky pads here if it ever flares up, and 80% of the tension released in 20 minutes. I've had injuries from CrossFit in my arms, golfer's elbow, which was a killer, my knee. I hurt my knee many years ago, and it's healed naturally through a lot of therapy and a lot of money and time. But when I aggravated it in the gym the other week, it would usually take about a week to recover naturally. but I put the sticky pads on my knee and run that for a couple of hours, different programs, and I'm able to go run the next day instead of the next
That's
week.
amazing.
So it's accelerating that, it's accelerating that recovery. Also, my sleep is improved, my dreams are coming back, my immune system, if I ever feel a bit like overwhelmed, the mental balance acute on the ears, or the immune system one or cold programs are really amazing too. So, there's even programs for electrosensitivity if you're next to your computers and things like that. So
Yeah, that's true. I
my
mean,
favorite,
I had a lady yesterday who she's electromagnetic sensitive, and she was concerned, and I said, no, this will be a benefit to you. It's going to help
absolutely.
improve rather than,
Mm,
being concerned about it. I said, no, it's an amazing thing to have.
yep,
So,
that's it.
Zach,
So
thank you so much for that information. That was
you're
amazing.
welcome. No
That
worries. Thanks for having me.
Oh, that was so amazing. And, you're so full of knowledge and, a walking testimony as to how this Healy's worked, and you're doing an amazing job getting it out there. And I'm sure people are going to be really appreciative of what you've shared today. And again, it's so nice to hear your personal stories. The fact that you have got rid of things personally yourself, because that's what people want to know, is what's it going to do for them, how is it going to help them. you know I know that people have had amazing results with sleep, amazing results with physical pain, emotional. I mean, for me, I didn't have a lot of physical things. Slight niggle in my back, which is gone, but it's cleared my mind. I've lost that brain fog, which to me has been priceless. And my mum, she was 82 and she's got it. She's 83 now. So I always say, if anybody thinks they can't do this, my mum set her own Healy up. She's done her own Healy, and her results are priceless. That's all I can say. Absolutely priceless.
That's incredible. That's
She,
really incredible.
her lymphedemic arm is reducing to less than half. She's not limping now. She's not breathless now. And that was in a very short time. And it's given her something to do. you know I mean, when we had the
Yeah.
sale, she said, I think I'm going to upgrade to the resonance now. I said, well, you don't need to, because I can scan you. She went, yes, but I'd like to do it myself. So I didn't even help her. She upgraded herself to the resonance. So now
That's
she's
awesome.
scanning and doing aura scans for her friends, which I think is amazing.
That is so good.
It's so
It
cool,
is.
isn't
It's
it?
really easy.
That's really good. Anyway, listen, thank you so much. I really appreciate it, and I'm sure people are going to really love healing your story. And I really appreciate your time.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
That's the worry. So thank you everybody for listening to this. And if you want to listen to more Why Healy stories, please subscribe, and we'll share as many as we can to get everybody to realize how amazing this small but potent device actually is. So bye-bye for now.